what a week for Jaida Lee, and it looks like it's only going to get better. Started on Monday when the 16-year-old from St. John's became the first female to play baseball at the Canada Games. She pitched a scoreless inning, her name now to be recorded in the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, and on Saturday she will get the honor of throwing the opening pitch when the Toronto Blue Jays take on the Minnesota Twins. Her dad, Dave Lee, joins me now on the line from Niagara. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Excellent. Congratulations on all this. It must feel wonderful for a dad to watch his daughter do these things.
Oh yeah, we're pretty proud. It's been pretty surreal.
What's it been like for you watching this unfold?
I guess I should have known what to expect, but it's it's been pretty unreal. The reaction to the fans and the kids around, especially some little girls that have been around the fields. It's been pretty cool.
Now, I've had the chance to talk to Jaida. How is she handling all this?
It's not her first time. She's been the first girl in many tournaments, and she seems to have gotten this attention in many other tournaments. So I think she's taken it pretty good. It certainly is a bigger the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame has been a bigger honor than anything else she's ever seen before. But she seems to be taking it pretty good.
Now, as I'm sure you know, Rogers Stadium holds tens of thousands of people, and I know Jaida has had some some fans watch her pitch here on the island. What about the size of that crowd?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure how she's going to take that or not. I certainly am glad it's not me.
Yeah, I know, because I think it was me. I'd probably hit the mascot, as I think you've seen some of these baseball comedy movies. I don't know if I'd be able to get it over the plate.
Yeah, I don't think she'll have any trouble getting it over the plate. She's always in the zone, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. And
so what's she been saying to you as these things have unfolded?
Well, we don't have a big pile of contact with her because she's with the athletes the whole time. I actually haven't been talking to her a big pile about it. I've been asking her little questions, but she's getting so many questions and so many interviews from so many different people that I've tried to keep it a little lighter on my end.
Okay, so you're just letting her stay in the baseball zone.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, she seems to be excited about it. She really enjoys the attention from the little kids. The fact that little girls are coming to her games and she's inspiring them, I think that's really a big deal for her.
Well, role models are such an important part of sport, right? So to see, a young female player do well is, it sounds corny, but it's true. It's inspiring.
Yeah, and I think she knew. I mean, she was getting a lot of messages, Instagram and Snapchat and whatever the kids use now, Facebook and these things leading up to it. So, I think she was kind of ready for what was coming.
So, a scoreless inning, Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame, opening pitch in a Major League Baseball game. Of all of these various milestones, which one means the most to you?
Well, I mean, certainly the fact that, if Jaida gave up playing ball in 2 years, the fact that she could bring her kids back to the Baseball Hall of Fame and show them what she's done, I think that's certainly the highlight. But I think there's going to be a lot more ball after this. She actually just got off the field. She came in as relief with the bases loaded and struck the guy out just before he called.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's having a time, that's for sure. But I think she has many, many more moments coming. I mean, the women's national team is on her radar too, and university ball. So, I think this is certainly going to be a big one, but I think she has a lot more to come.
So listen, as a dad, watching your daughter come in bases loaded to try to get them out of trouble, what's the feeling in your gut?
Oh, the feeling is I don't want her there. I mean, that's the feeling is I hope anybody else would come in, but I know she's solid. But it's stressful for sure. Every time she pitches, we're stressed out as parents. But I'm happy it went the way it was. But you never know when a pitcher comes in. You never know if it's going to go good or bad. So certainly not what you want for myself, the stress. But she takes it no problem. It's like it's old news to her.
But she came in and shut it down.
Yep, that's right.
It's kind of what great pitchers do, right?
Yeah, well, we were losing 7-0, and bases were loaded, so they pulled the pitcher. 3 runs had come in, and they pulled the pitcher, and bases were loaded again, and she had 2 outs, so she just had to get the 1 out, and she got it. So, but she's a pressure pitcher for sure. It's what she likes, and that's what she'll tell anyone in an interview. She likes the pressure. Yeah, and certainly when she spoke to Martin Jones here on our program on the go, she talked about the big influence that you and her brothers had on her love of the game.
What was it that made you, we live in such a hockey-crazy province, what was it that made you push her towards baseball?
Well, it wasn't really a push. I mean, my boys played ball coming up, and they really enjoyed it, and she was around the field and just loved it too, so we just loved being at the field as a family. And, we honestly, we kind of put in whatever the kids will put in, and she seemed to go all in on baseball, so we did too.
Now, as a dad watching, your kids play baseball and grow up, sports such a great thing for young people, keep them out of trouble, keep them focused, keep them meeting other young people. It must be a bit emotional to watch her have this success.
Oh, yeah, it definitely was. Here's what I found. I mean, hard time keeping it together in most of it, to be honest. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty proud moments for both me and my wife, all of our family and extended family. I mean, we just had a bunch of family come down from Michigan to watch too. It's been pretty emotional time for all of us.
Yeah, well, it sounds at least it's a happy emotion.
Oh, it is. It certainly is. She works so hard that it's really good to see.
All right. Well, listen. So what's next for her now?
Well, we have one more game here. I don't think we're in medal contention, so we have one more game on Friday, and then she pitches for the Jays pitches the first pitch for the opening for the Jays on Saturday, and then she comes home for about a week and a half, and then she heads to PEI for the U16 National Women's Tournament.
It's always a busy time in sports for kids, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, for her, she's always 8 or 10 tournaments off island every summer, so we have busy summers.
All right. Listen, Dave, congratulations to you and Jaida, the entire family. What's it going to be like watching her make that pitch there at the Jays game on Saturday?
It's going to be pretty wild. I got to say, we're pretty excited. All of us are.
I hope the pitch isn't.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she'll be in the zone. She's pretty prepared for it.
Excellent. Well, listen, all the best. It was a great story. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
Dave Lee's daughter, Jaida, the first female to play baseball at the Canada Summer Games. She'll be entered into the Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame and throwing the opening pitch when the Jays take on the Minnesota Twins. Great story. Here's the boss.